I got my good water. I think I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. I'm ready for my close-up. I got my good water. My microphone. Oh, wait a minute. My microphone is not dictating. Where is it? It's right here. Where is it? I might want to change plugs on here. Let me move my microphone. Make sure I check it again. Let's see. OBS, where are you? Test. The microphone's still working. See if I can. I'm gonna have to just type. The dictation's not working. I'd have to stop being so lazy and type, huh? Let me see. Check, test. None of these. Test. Let me see if I can turn this. Microphone is all the way up, I think. Just have to type like a regular person, like used to do 40 years ago. I just type anything in here. I always leave myself a chat room, give myself a thumbs up. And I'm live. Let me give a piano check real quick. Microphone's all the way up, I think. Microphone is live. Microphone is hot. And I'm going to give a close-up. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Yeah, I'm ready for my close-up. My camera went out. Let me see. Yeah, which one? My camera behind me went out. Is this it? Yeah, I unplugged it. No, that was the that wasn't the that was the extension. It was working a minute ago. Try it again. The little light is on. Yeah, the light is on. The light is on. Try it. Camera behind me. Come on now. The light is on. Let me unplug it again. Sometimes I have to quit. I can't quit OBS while I'm live. One's missing. There's a camera missing. There's a camera missing. Light is out. One camera missing. There she is. There she is. That's behind me. I'm going to fold my clothes up. And I'm going to change this to the name of this to a reality show. From Practice to Perfection reality show. Okay, let me tell you. I've been playing down at Smithsonian for over 40 years now. I stumbled down there when I was doing real bad when I stumbled down there. I didn't have my saxophone or my metal flute, my concert C flute. All I had was a fife, a little plastic fife that a guy turned me on to. He travels the world. I don't know, I forgot his name, but he drives me nuts too. Whenever he shows up, he tried to play along with me. And I said, no, I don't want you to play with me. I'm going to play by myself. But he does it anyway. I mean, one time I kicked his bucket with his money in it. I kicked it and threw it away. And he just like, doesn't take no for an answer. I think he's privileged. I think he made a comment one time about me being on welfare or something like that. And he said, ain't that what all you guys do? So after that, I put him in a category. If he put me in a category, I had to put him in a category. I don't believe he said that. He said, isn't that what all you guys on? You know, he was trying to figure out how I paid my rent. But that's another thing. That is here nor there. But it's about respect. He was a street performer, a busker, and he traveled. I've been knowing him about the same time that I've been down there playing on for at least 30 years. I've been knowing him. And he made some comments a couple of times. But I say that to say I've been down to Smithsonian and been playing down the Christmas tree down here for 40 years. So I know people. I was down there before people started walking around with cell phones. Matter of fact, one lady called the police on me. She reported me for having a cell phone. I was down the bottom. It started raining, so I had to pack up and get down the bottom of the escalator, get out the rain. And she went to the manager, station manager, and told her that I was begging for money down the bottom of the escalator. And then she said, which the manager didn't tell me, and she said, plus he has a cell phone he can't afford. The manager didn't tell me that. One of the other workers told me. One of the other workers told me that. So I've been playing. I've been a busker on the street. I experienced a lot of things. I had one lady even told me that I had on a pair of boots that she couldn't afford. Matter of fact, I actually got the boots where they were on sale for 70% off. They were high knee boots. They were actually ladies' boots. And she made a comment and said I had on boots that she couldn't afford. So you run into all kinds out there. But I say that to say that I've ran into people from all over the world. And I know people had my picture. People took my picture from all over. So maybe it's a possibility that Andrew 3000 might have saw me. I ran into Colin Powell. I saw him going at the Thelonious Monk competition. I ran into Herbie Hancock, and he even stopped and made a donation. That was the day they dedicated the African American Museum. And he was coming back in one of the little golf carts. And when he saw me, he didn't let the guy drive him all the way to his car. He got off. He said, let me get off here. He got off here and walked up to me. And I asked him, I said, what was that thing Stevie Wonder was playing? Stevie Wonder always plays it now. He's getting pretty good at it. It's like it looks like a giant iPad with little teeny, I think it has buttons on it. But I'm saying that to say I've been down to Smithsonian for a long time. I've seen a lot of things happen over the years. me see. I think I don't need this one. Let me see. I'm trying to get my Windows configuration. This one is just that one. This one is piano. That's for playing, performing. And this one is for behind me. And this one is for performing. And I should have one more. I don't need this one. I use this one for, whoops, I went too far. I use this one for, I don't need this one. I use this one for up close and my close-up, Mr. DeMille. I have on this hat. Is very special to me. It belonged to a person that I even used his name when I was working with children for like 8 years in a really rough neighborhood. It was like Compton, New York. In D.C., this neighborhood is infamous. There's like a few infamous neighborhoods. Barry Farms, Surgeon Quarters is one, and Potomac Gardens is definitely up there in the running. They had a lot of stuff on the internet about it. It's talking about marching on it and burning it down at one time. And I worked with the children there. They had a couple of advocates there working, but not very many. And the people that worked there didn't want to get together and work together. It took me like about 8 years to get a playground. And I didn't get the playground. Somebody else got it, but I was leading the charge. And to get after I moved, one of the basketball players from Washington, D.C. went and redid the basketball court. I used to try to keep the rims up, put the rims up. I even bought some rims and keep the nets up. And when I first got there, it was full of water. It was lopsided. And when it rained, it had a big puddle. I used to drain that water. I really looked stupid draining the water because it was a lot of water and was like just like the jellyfish on the beach, a million jellyfish. And he said, man, that's a million jellyfish. You can't do it. He said, well, that's one. But I would drain the water, and it took a long time. But before I left, mostly all of the parents knew my name. Matter of fact, people were walking up to me saying, how you doing, Mr. C? And I didn't have the slightest idea who they were. But I'll say all of that to say that I've done a lot here in Washington, D.C. And playing down the Smithsonian at the Christmas tree for over 40 years. I know my pictures are all over the world. A lot of pictures probably got lost because of the new cameras, the old film. It's probably in somebody's family drawer collection along with their vacation pictures. But I'm going to... Actually, let me fold these clothes up behind me. Where is it? Trying to find a other one. Here it is. Now, I don't believe that I was actually getting ready to try to go outside and play. And I went to the store. That took all the energy. Just getting up, coming in here, turning these cameras on. Earlier today, I was like out of breath, like I had been running. You know what, though? I will say this is frivolous. I learned from a person jumping around different conversations. Different, I learned from a homeless person. This guy, matter of fact, he cum laude. He graduated ahead of his class. We lived in abandoned buildings when I was doing my sabbatical. He told me what was a word called frivolous. I used to talk. A lot of people can't follow. I jump around. My conversation is frivolous. That means it has a lot of different. It's jumping around from topic to topic. Kind of hard to follow. If you don't really know me, it's hard to follow what I'm talking about. I got my good water. I need to get some more filters. I got my good water. It's called Liquid Death. I'd, I need to rearrange this so that I can have these. Right now, I don't have the windows where I want them at. I'm going to put them right next to each other so that put this one up top. Let's see. Put this one. Actually, this one should be on the top. This window here should be next to that one. This one is, I keep moving this. Okay, overhead, this one. This is me. That's my clothes behind me. I can put that way down the bottom. Okay, and there we go. Now, y'all excuse me, you know, it takes a while to get all this stuff together, you know. So I like to come on live and do it. It's like a reality show. But let's get behind me here and fold these clothes up, man. People say, I don't know if folding up clothes in your studio, if your studio is in your bedroom, folding up clothes is a part of, it's not engineering. Let me see. How could you lose your, my sister asked me, how could I lose my grill? I changed my clothes so many times during the day. Forget what pocket it was in. She's asking me how can you lose your grill? I went downstairs. It's so funny. Some things I guess I can't talk about because I live in this building, and if it's related to my it's related to my drift store. It's a drift store downstairs, the loading dock. And let's see if we can get back here real quick. Let's see. And I went and got another one of these pets. My floor is buckling. I got on these slippers, sandals are one of the originals I had before the fire. I got these after I was in the hotel when the apartment burned up and flooded. They put us in the hotel, and I had like one pair of shoes, so I had to get something. The shoes I had were like dress shoes. You have to wear fancy socks with them. I'll show you. Where are those shoes? There you go. I had like 5 pair of these. I had like at least 4 pair of these shoes. I got my taps on them. I had like 4 of these. These are golf shoes, but I forgot what they call them. It's another name for these. These are Adidas. Nikes, I mean. I didn't even know that. Let me see what they say. Zoom Air. And I had this. I had an outfit on. I think I still got the outfit. I had the shirt my brother sent me. I had the vest my brother sent me from Hawaii. And I think I had on a pair of khakis, brown khakis to match this. Necktie. I think I had on one of my I think I had my straw hat on. Summer hat. But these but when the building burned down, I just had the clothes on my back. I had the keyboard because I was playing in the subway at the time. So I was playing in the subway as my building burned. And drove home, it was still burning. Actually, it caught back on fire the next day. But that was 5 years ago. Everything's over here. It's time to move on. Time to move on. I'm going to wear these when I'm dressed. got was, I think I had only one pair of shoes. I had the clothes on my back. Oh. I'm going to fold some of these. That's not the right one. That's not supposed to be there. Let's see. Okay, here we go. That's what I want. Fold these clothes up back here. Yeah, folding up clothes in the studio is a part of, it's a part of the studio action stuff. These I gave myself a treat. These are extra big. The first pair I got was so small, I use them for long johns. I need to get another pair, a regular size. I can wear these over top of my clothes when I go outside to play. If I can get my energy up before Christmas. Let me see. It's the second. How many days do I have to get myself back in shape? I would want to. I really do want to go out and play at the Christmas tree. After 40 years, it's kind of hard to stop. It's kind of hard to stop doing. Let's see. This thing's supposed to turn. And I'm getting tired just doing this. Hang this up. Yeah, I'm not complaining. I thank God that I was able. People die from colds, and in fact, they even called it that COVID-19 thing. That got so bad that they were blaming COVID-19 for people's deaths. Anybody died, they just said it was COVID. I remember one time during the height of the COVID, they were telling the ambulance drivers not to revive the people in the ambulance. If they died in the ambulance, they were saying not to revive them. And tell me that didn't get too far out of hand. They say if the person died in the ambulance, don't revive them. I remember that. In some parts of the world, they were actually welding people's doors shut. If somebody was sick, they would weld their door shut. I saw that. It was a whole bunch of stuff, but I thank God that it's the first time I got sick in 5 years. What's this? A sock. Put a sock in it. Still got a bunch of clothes over there to fold up. And what's this? I got a bunch of hats. Got a bunch of hats. There's some sock there. I'll do that later. I got a bunch of hats, so when I go out and play, I'm saying being a busker or a street performer, it's more than a full-time job, because it takes a lifetime to figure it out. Not unless you just somebody to go out and take your instrument and go and play, and you don't add up anything. It's a lot more than just taking an instrument, going and playing outside. With some people, that's all they do, and I'm not mad at them. But if you're a real serious busker and it's a part of your life, it takes a lifetime. Some people, I told some people the shortcut. Some of the people I told them to go, like the violin player that I met years ago. I told him to go down in the subway and get a map, and I circled all of the good spots to play indoors, and now I even let him know where it was, where the cops would give him a hard time. Oh, I ain't gonna run that out there. I'll take that out there in a minute, the hat. But let me flip this keyboard back into the this keyboard is perfect fit. This gig bag is made to order. I don't know how I got this thing out of here, but it's how I have the wires. I have it so that it'll fit like a glove. So when it's hanging down, when a flap is hanging down, it doesn't fall over. I can pull it from the front, and like this it'll be, see there, so that I pull it from the front like this, and then it see how it fits tight there. I don't believe I was trying to go outside with this thing, but something happened to my iLouds. My iLouds, and this is a battery powered. This is the Casio, what I think the 500. I was gonna get the 600, but that would have another $1,000 that and plus it was heavier. This is the lightest one they make, and it has Bluetooth going in. I'm waiting for them when they have Bluetooth coming out to your Bluetooth to your phone, so you can play software, play your If it's Bluetooth, I should be able to play my virtual instruments from my phone, and it'll go in here and then come out of the speakers, right? Where's my? I gotta order some more of these. I should have ordered it already. I just ordered a humidifier and a thing you put flavored. What do they call that? A flavored thing to make a mist, flavored mist. I got to get like 5 more of these. You can never have too many of these splitters coming out, and then going in. You never had too many of these. Ooh, distortion. Can't turn it all the way up. Pedal. I like the L-shaped plug too. That way, if you forget to plug it, if you get to unplug it, it won't get messed up inside the bag. But we want to talk about this keyboard later on. Well, you see, I have my sign right here. It says, pictures not free without consent. Andre 3000 talks about that. He talks about people just walking up to him, not speaking, but just walk up to him and just pull the phone out and just start recording without even saying hello, or not even acknowledging that he's there. And he talks about that. He said he actually had to go to a psychiatrist for that. And I've been dealing with that for like 40 years. That's where actually before the phones came out, and especially if somebody has a big camera, somebody has a giant camera, I really get, because I know they're making money off they're making money off me. and they put me on display and put me in art shows. But if they put me in a category with musicians or homeless people, I think that's what 60 Minutes, they didn't have to ask me. They put me in a group. They had a homeless story. I wish I could get that 60 Minutes story. But they talked about me. They just didn't recognize. They didn't give me my props. They gave me they and I was on the news. I didn't even know it. I was on the news a year later. Or a year later, I found out I was on 60 Minutes. And I actually didn't know my pictures were. Yeah, I knew my pictures was hanging in the Library of Congress because Vanessa Bond Hillian told me about it. But I'm gonna take this from the back shot here. Back shot. I used to joke with people with cameras when they come up and shoot you in the back, or they shoot from the hip. They hold their camera down like they just walking. Like they hold their camera down here like they just walking, and they aim it at me and they snap. You know, like they hiding the camera. I see all of that. After years and years of playing out, performing, you notice people that they sneak you. Disrespect, man. But that's a whole nother story. But what I'm saying is to say that I've been down at the Monument National Christmas Tree for over 40 years. I told a story about one of the Park Service young Asian guy he works in the office. They had him down there. And he came up and said, "You can't play here without a permit," which I heard that for 40 years. I actually went to court several times for Metro. I even learned how to no paper it down at the court building. If you run into the right person, they'll just say no paper, because it's going to save money, the court money. Because it costs them money for me to go to court, and then they throw it out of court. It costs them money. That's time and money. They got to pay people to be there. I remember one time the police officer didn't show up, and I didn't have enough sense to ask the judge why. If he didn't show up, why are you making another court date? Why don't you issue a bench warrant for the officer for not showing up in court? But they rescheduled. I didn't speak up for myself. I think the next time I didn't even show up. I think out in the courthouse in Virginia, it's some stuff that I did I shouldn't tell, because it could come back and get me. Come back and bite you. But I'm too weak to go out there and play right now. It'd take way too much out of me. What's here? Let's see what's going on here, why this piano's not playing. It's reacting, it's just not coming out. Let me see. Out. SSL. Out. And let's see. Oh, that's right. I got rid of all of those pad stuff. Let's see. That's the Phantom. That's the Phantom just coming through the microphone there. Let's see. Do I have I got two microphones. One of the, oh, that's the screen. Okay, it's coming through the screen. And the I'm gonna record. See why it's not. It's recording. Not hearing anything. go in here and check my settings, audio. And okay, it's on the microphone. See there? It's coming into the microphone, coming out of the microphone. I should be hearing something through this microphone then, huh? You think? Out, SSL, into Phantom. And there's Phantom down here. Apply, see how long it takes. 1001, 1002, 1003. Less than about 3 seconds. And there it is. You know what, too? I want to take one of my I want to learn a song. You know what? It's Christmas. It's down to the wire. I'm not gonna be able to play it. I'm not gonna be able to take this keyboard out there and play though. Maybe next week. Then again, if I keep practicing between the time if I practice, I might get my energy back before Christmas. Let's see how much time we got before Christmas gets here. It's a second. Now the big bomb rush is really around the 20th. No, I say the big bomb rush is the 18th. If I can be ready by the 18th, got 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks. I want to recoup. I can be ready by the 15th. That's when people get paid too. The 1st and the 15th. Turn my fan off, getting kind of low. I got the heat up, bumping, so got my jacket on so I can have this fan over top of my head. But if I'm going to go out at all, I got 2 weeks. Today is Saturday. I got less than 2 weeks. Friday. And then I can go in the subway. I can go in the subway when I think my energy is up. But right now, my energy is so low that this morning, just coming in here setting this stuff up, I was out of breath. Folding up my clothes, that took a lot of energy. So, like I said, it's a reality, man. Let's see. The polyphony is acting up. Got to turn the polyphony back up. See, I'm tired just from that. Oh, that took a lot out of me. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you the facts of life. It's on 32 buffer size. I need to at least have it on 64. See how long? 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. 4 seconds, 42. Let's see. Let's see. I don't see the keys moving. There they go. Now, the only songs I got under my belt that I play all year round, that Santa Claus Coming to Town, I like to play that in the summertime. I play that all year round. It gets smiles. Yeah, it gets smiles. I still haven't eaten I got a banana here. Breakfast is still setting here. I need a bigger table here for this. I need a bigger, gotta keep my eye open for my thrift store downstairs. I need a bigger table. I can just put a bigger top on here. But we got 3 angles here. Which one is a good one? I'm gonna put this up here. Y'all can see what I'm doing on the keyboard. Where should this be? Actually, it should be down here. You don't need to see the mix window. I can slide this piano out of the way for now. I can leave it right there. And put myself down here. You can see the whole. Oh, I sound like I'm just, you know, if I had been going for a walk every day and going out regularly, I would be a lot stronger than I am. But I thank God I am stronger. I'm not completely gone. I hear. I'm gonna put a MIDI on here too. I'm gonna take a MIDI track, use my MIDI and audio. Let's do a MIDI. MIDI was external and an audio. I can record 3 different ways. Audio. It says stereo audio. Okay. Let's activate everything. All 3. And let's go down here to the MIDI and see where. Is that MIDI? Yeah, is that MIDI? Yeah, it's all MIDI. See, it says MIDI 1, 2, 3 times. All. Let's see, and I'm gonna put this on channel 1. What's this? MIDI off. All. MIDI in and MIDI out. Channel 1. See, this way I can hear my internal piano also, and I don't see no audio though. Maybe it has to be louder. Let's see. I don't see no. I think I need to I don't know why the audio is not coming in. I want to delete this and try it again. And this time I just go to track, new track, and then I go audio. Mic, it's the mic line. No, I want oh, it's not stereo. Where's the stereo? Da 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 da. Ah, it should be down here. Wait a minute. Should be it. Do I have an option to pick a MIDI stereo? I don't. I probably don't. I probably got it backwards. Let's see. I probably need to. Let's see. Switch it around. Audio backwards. Phantom in. Let me see. I'm going to switch it up. Do the phantom backwards. Phantom in. I mean out, and then into the SSL, because I know that's stereo. And waiting. Taking forever. I need to scratch my nose, so let's see. Hold on, let me scratch my nose a second. I want to see y'all. boy. Apologize for that. How long has that? How long has that been? You looking at the wrong window all this time? I got to pay attention. I keep telling my sister that I need to watch my screen configurations. Sitting here and I forgot to take y'all off. It's been muted all that time. Oh, wow. I don't believe I did that. It's been muted. Y'all couldn't hear anything. Wow. See if anybody. The good thing is only one person watching, and that's probably me. I need to cut this down. You know what? I'm going to sign off and come back and try to make a clean video. Try to make it clean. Try to do some panano. Check your settings. One of the cameras went on. I'm going to sign off and come back. And yeah, because I'm not ready for a close-up. I can eat my banana and I can eat my muffin. Actually, I'm going to go get my muffin and cut it up into pieces, and so I can have it. I can eat it while I'm working. And yeah. I apologize for having y'all guys in the dark all that time. I got to start paying attention. So much to do, you just don't go turn the cameras on and just... Let me try something. Click. Where's the click? Everything. Oh. It's him coming out of the Phantom. Here we go. I smell something cooking too. Let me get in here. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna try to make a good live session, nice and clean, when I come back. Where's that different colors? Look, I never saw that like that before. Come right back, y'all. I'm gonna come right back and see if we can get a nice clean session, set some levels and everything. It's a reality show part. What? Christmas tree? I ain't talking about the Christmas tree no more. Yeah, that's what it's really about. Me going out playing at the Christmas tree. After 40 years, is it time to stop? What do you think? Plus, I was been in bed all last week. Not in bed, but I've been under the weather. Last 3 days, I wasn't able to move around. And I'm feeling better. What do you think? Should I try to get myself ready in 2 weeks, try to build myself up and go out and play on the street at the age 65, 67, I mean? But there's so many people out there. Or should I just practice my saxophone and try to get my scales good enough to, I was pretty good on that saxophone too, man. I could play what I thought. I could hear it and play it as I was hearing it. But peace and love, peace and hair grease, peace and roast beef, peace and roast grief. Live long and prosper, stay safe. Peace in Yahshua HaMashiach. You guys stay strong, live long and prosper. Have peace in Yeshua HaMashiach. I didn't tell you about this hat. This hat belonged to my brother-in-law, my favorite brother-in-law. He gave me a lot of advice over the years. He was the guy that worked with children before me. He had a little league football team that wouldn't quit. They were going to the Super Bowl. We were worried about what he would do if they lost. They was like doing these fancy plays. And this was one of his hats. He used to put his washcloth in here. And when he went home early, they gave it to my father. And my father wore it for many years. So it's a double spirit a good double spirit here. So I know my mother would always say, put that hat on right. Turn that hat around right. I got on my father's hoodie too. Somebody gave him this for Christmas. I bought these pants. I bought these right after the fire. So very seldom I have any property that's over 5 years old. I lost everything. But here we go. Look at this. Look what God has done. Look what God has done. He done filled up 2 studios. Studio in the bedroom and the living room. Man, God is awesome, man. He can move a mountain. My God is awesome. He can move a mountain. Keep you in the valley. Hide you from the rain. I'll be back, okay? I'll be back. And I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.